Guys, to do the Gooner. Luke Shaw, since he signed for United, it hasn't gone to plan. Big money, talked about as being England's future left back for a number of years. I still believe he can. I still believe he's a good player. If United ever want to sell, well, of course, Jose's never selling to Wenger, but if they ever want to sell him, sure, come to the Emirates. Please come to the Emirates. He's got pace, he's decent defensively when he's confident. Sadly, he's one of these confidence players. We know we've got a lot of them at Arsenal where they're not really they haven't really come from harsh backgrounds where you have to believe in yourself. Everything's been nice and cozy for him, and that's why Jose's had even admitted that he has problems when people don't have the certain mentality like him. Like he gave a recent interview, it was on BT. He spoke about why he likes Rashford. Rashford, when it wasn't going well for him, was still fighting when he wasn't scoring, etc. And he fights for him. When he said with Shaw, well, I didn't use Shaw as an example, but he said the weaker personalities, he says that's his greatest weakness as a manager, and he gets some of his assistants to try and help him because he doesn't understand it. That shows it all. I mean, there's a lot of players that are confidence players. Things can get to them. I'm pretty sure Shaw's confidence is on the floor. He's had these injury problems. When he was getting a bit of form, he got that nasty injury. He had that nasty whatever he broke in Europa League a few years ago. He's had a series of injuries. He's had this long drama with Jose, in the side, out the side, in the side, out the side. I can only have players that want to put their body on the line and things like that. Weren't in the side. The nonsense with his brother on social media. It's been a lot. Personally, because of who United are and the money they have, and Jose, quite frankly, doesn't do sympathy, you could easily see him sold or loaned or whatever. But I do believe this guy can still be one of the best left backs in England. Left back is debatable for England because there's a number of players on form. They can go and get that. They can go and get that first team spot, and I believe Shaw is one of them. Admittedly, I did overrate him, to be honest. I really looked at it when he signed for United. Like, do I actually overrate him? I do think he's a bit basic going forward. Like, he can do it, but I do think he shies away from perhaps playing the forward pass. He elects to go inside. I do think he has more ability than he wants to show, and I do believe when you look past the pace, there isn't much there. But I do believe he's a quality player, and he can be one of the best players left back in the Premier League. It's just a case of getting his confidence back, getting over these injuries, getting a run of games. Like I'm not again. I'm not a dietitian or a doctor or things like that. But he does look overweight. I mean, he hasn't been playing, so naturally you're gonna put on a bit of weight. He does look overweight. Maybe it's the injury and things like that. But I do believe Luke Shaw. Don't write him off. Do not write him off. Whether it's at United or whatnot. There's even rumours of going back to Southampton on loan. Maybe that's a good thing. But whether it's at United, whether it's wherever, like this guy, if he can get it right, he can still go down as a great left back, in my opinion. Like he can still have a good career. I mean, it has been all plain sailing for him prior to United. I mean, Wonder Kid came into the Southampton squad, could do no wrong, was doing stuff. Now he's at United, big club, big players, not where they are. Manager, quite frankly doesn't care for sympathy. The game ain't based on sympathy. Gabos is clearly the motto that Jose goes with. Like, yeah, it's been a harsh one. He's at a crossroads. In fact, I don't even want to say he's at a crossroads because he's not really. I mean, it's just the first real test of his character, his mental strength, and his situation. Because it's the first time he can't control his situation. We've all been there. I mean, any of you that have played if you've played Sunday League, football's about opinions. You can be the best thing since sliced bread. If the manager doesn't rate you and he doesn't start you, he doesn't start you, and that makes you demoralising. When I played for Wolverhampton Abbey, that actually did happen for a bit. Don't know why the guy wanted to play me in midfield, but I was training and stuff, and you weren't playing on Sunday, and that is demoralising to come on for the last 30 minutes or start a game and not start the next week or things like that. Of course, there was a lot of outfield problems, but if I look at that little example with Sunday League, like I keep telling you guys, professional football and that is not different. It's just the levels and the quality is exactly the same thing. Jose, like he's seen with Rashford, he obviously wants to see that siege mentality, that you're one of his gang members, you're one of his fighters, and then he'll play you. As you see, Rashford can do no wrong under Jose. You saw when Rashford weren't scoring or whatnot, he was doing other roles for the team. I'm not excusing that, but you saw him. He won't come out of the side. Rojo, nothing to write home about. He gave him a chance and he picked up form. Fellaini, United fans could speak all day about Fellaini. He's one of Jose's trusted fighters, so he plays games. Even when what game was it? I can't even remember. United were winning and he conceded a penalty in the last minute. He just needs to earn Jose's trust, and like Martial, he needs to just do something in pre-season. but I would take him in a heartbeat. I believe he's going to be a good left back once he gets all of these things behind him. And he's still a young guy. I mean, defenders typically get better around 26 to 30. That's when you really learn how to be a player in any position, where you know to make the right decisions regardless of if you want to be selfish or not. So yeah, I do think he can get it right. Only time will tell. It's World Cup next year, so a lot is going to happen over the summer. A lot of talks are going to happen with his agent, with Jose, and he needs to ultimately have a talk with himself. But yeah, guys, Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Luke Shaw, yeah, still got it in you. I still believe in you. I'm out.